Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for
Hi.
joining us today at the Night with podcast. We are so proud of your inspirational career, especially as an Academy Award-winning actress and producer.
Thank
How
you
are
for saying
you?
that.
You're
Very well. How are
welcome.
you today?
I'm amazing. I thought your work and dreams was absolutely brilliant, breathtaking, and mesmerizing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jessica, your character Jennifer is a woman who has this knowingness about her. She's confident, financially stable, socially adored, but also emotional at times. I've seen vulnerability, at times pushy and direct. What other qualities would you say Jennifer embodies?
Oh, well, privilege is something she embodies. I think you see it in every decision she makes in the film for herself and for others. I think she believes she knows what's best for others. She's not a good listener. I think she shows an air of confidence, but the fact is she's incredibly lonely, super lonely because she doesn't allow herself to be vulnerable or let anyone close to her. I feel sad for Jennifer because her family is so controlling and love is given with conditions. Her father, her brother, she has to behave a certain way. And that's been her only experience with love. So that's what she then pays forward. You see in the dynamic with Fernando.
Speaking of, let's talk about Isaac Hernandez's role of Fernando. How would you describe the way he portrayed this role?
I thought he was amazing. I mean, I was very nervous when Michel told me he was casting a ballet dancer, or that he was going to write it for this ballet dancer. Because I said, listen, from what you've told me and what I've read, my character really goes head to head with this person. And so they need to be willing to meet me and not fold if I come at them with a lot of energy. And I was incredibly nervous. Even the first time we met, I said to Michelle, I don't know if it's going to work. And then we did our very first day of shooting, and he was so strong and really like fought me in the scene. And I went to Michelle on the break and I said, "He's amazing. You were right, and this dynamic's going to work."
Your chemistry was absolutely phenomenal. I loved you too on screen. I just
Thank
couldn't take
you.
my eyes away. You're welcome. And without giving too much away, what do you want audiences to know about Jennifer and Fernando relationship dynamic ahead of watching the film?
Hmm. Well, I definitely think it's a love story. I think these two people really love each other and they're desperate to be together. And there's like an obsession that the two of them have. I don't think they should be together. It's a representation of the United States and Mexico and how the countries relate to each other and how actually they both really need each other and should play nice.
Play nice. I love how you said that. During the film, I noticed themes of ageism, language barriers, classism. What other additional themes would you say the film touched on that you think is important for the audience to pay attention to?
Well, definitely immigration. I mean, Michelle wrote this film probably close to 4 years ago. We filmed it maybe 3 years ago, and it couldn't be more relevant.
Yeah.
And come out in a more kind of disturbing climate that we're in. I mean, when I think of our film, it's ultimately about what happens when we treat people like numbers instead of human beings. And we see that happening in the news every day.
Every single day. And I did not see that ending coming. I cried. It was just deeply moving. And I just can't wait for audiences to see this nationwide, February 27th. When you wrap the film, what stuck with you both as a star and a producer of this project?
Well, the second we wrapped, it's interesting. I didn't know this about me, but Michelle said that I change when I'm filming. When we wrapped on Memory, is we finished in the middle of the night. Both projects we finished in the middle of the night, and they said, okay, that's a wrap on Jessica Chastain. And on Memory, I was like dancing, and I was so happy. He said all of a sudden this lightness came into me that he hadn't seen because I'd been playing this character. And then when we wrapped, we shot in order and we shot the stuff in Mexico at the very end. And the last shot I did is the shot in the car at the very end of the film. And when we wrapped, my character, I just started bawling. I started crying. And I think it was because I was holding in so much of the difficulties of what we were filming, that was happening in that house, that once we were wrapped, it was like a release for me.
A release. So I wasn't the only one crying in it, and I know that
Exactly.
audiences will too. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. On a positive note, you've been dominating the headlines for all the right reasons.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. From receiving your star on the Walk of Fame, producing Dreams to His and Hers, and more projects are underway. As an actress and producer, from your point of view, what does it take to not only be successful, but to be taken seriously in this industry?
The reality is it takes time because there's an invisible bias against women, I think, in every industry. And the more you show that you aren't going away and that you're consistent, that you mean the words that you say, then I think that that's what helps a lot. But I think it still is quite a journey for many people in the industry to be taken seriously. And I'm pleased that I do have a team around me that is so incredible in terms of the produce, like I work with Kelly Carmichael, and I'm so grateful to her. She's such an incredible human being and producer. And when you surround yourself with other very intelligent people, in my case women, it definitely bodes well.
Awesome. Lastly, I will ask you, Jessica, what would you like to say to your supporters who's been following your career all of these years and so excited to see Dreams?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think you should see it. Hopefully, don't read too much about it because there's a lot of spoilers probably out there. But know that Michel Franco is a confronting filmmaker. It's the kind of film that maybe you should see and then schedule a dinner afterwards with the people you saw it with so you can discuss it. It's not a film you just watch and then forget about. It's definitely something that creates a conversation. And that's my favorite part of what we do, is the ability to get people to talk face to face and share ideas.
Absolutely. And I cannot wait to talk about this with everyone after it premieres. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your time. Congratulations again. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Tammy. It's so nice to talk with you.
Same here. Take care.
You too. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.